my pages.
Here you
Finally. I never thought I'd see these again. These pages meant the world to me. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what?
Now, Volume 2 begins. What else?
I'll be off then.
Oh, wait a moment. Here, I want you to have these before you go. A pristine copy of my first volume. Only one in print, actually. And take this as well. Seeing as St. Jiub has ascended to pure spiritual form, I won't need it any longer.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
Oh god. I think I need to fix this.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive. Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnehviir. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Wait, I hear something.
Really? Fuck. Cause I still can get one shot. Fucking dragon.
forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
Let me see.
Volumes written on Durnehviir allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless
Go on.
the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnehviir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long is it?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
Come on. She's leading us to the scroll.
What did you want?
That's it. That's the last scroll. Come on. Let's take it to Dexia.
You okay?
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
You're staying here?
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
We'll return.
I appreciate your
Can.
concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Thanks, yo.
The sooner we get
Well-
the scroll home, the sooner we deal with the problem.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
Why are we speaking?
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
Yeah. How you
Your
feel?
words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
What kind of thing?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
What's stopping?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
How
I
can
will
we-
place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
Just call your name, Tamriel. That's it.
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Why do you...
In my language, the Quinarin is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle.
But I'm not...
You are the Dovahkiin, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title.
How do you get...
There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles.
Were you a
I
pirate?
was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Dylan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy.
So, you saw some.
The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
They didn't tell you. She was
I
immortal.
discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul.
Is that why you're free
Free?
now?
No. I have been here too long, Quinarin. The soul cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
Alright then.
I'm glad we found the scroll. I wish you could come with us. Come on, let's go home.
I trust your journey was successful?
Yeah, about the others.
I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer be of use in this matter.
Why, what's happened?
It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it.
The curry are
Blind? Yes, I'm afraid so.
Anything we done to
No,
help you?
it will have to run its course. And there's always the chance I may never recover.
Then what
No,
matters?
there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow?
What do I need to
I
do?
can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries.
No good. Don't worry.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Okay.
It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls. In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you.
Do you need this?
From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
Alright. Is this no room for prophecy?
Sadly, yes. It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years, but in my case, I simply was not preparing myself properly. Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover. Well, as I'm sure you figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests. The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls. Oh, the moths don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the moth priests to decipher them. If you listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling. It's through this ancestral chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls. By having the ancestor moths close to the moth priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony.
How do I even stand?
You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out.
You get in?
Good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek.
Yes. Huh. Oh, there he is.
Ch.3 says it's good that we're here, but I don't know. Something about this place doesn't feel right. What? No. Yes. Yes, I see. All right. Right. I'll settle in, and then Ch.3 and I will start to put things right. Don't you worry. A noble cause. Ch.3 likes the idea very much, so I'm happy to help.
Really?
Speak with Gunmar. He has something for you.
Really?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. But I'm sure we can find something worth your time.
Died. When will you... Why sure, is that a Zora star? How did you come to possess such a rare treasure? Did you see a dog out there?
No?
Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. Yes, I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here outside.
Son of a bitch, but why the fuck is it?
You were helpful before. I have need of your help again, if you're willing. Well, for one thing, I won't empty Falkreath's coffers to buy myself fine clothes and expensive mead. For another, I won't get mixed up with criminals and other sorts who take advantage of the honest folk for profit. I might be old, but I haven't forgotten that a Jarl's first duty is to look after his people.
What exactly do you need from me?
You may have seen the open grave in our graveyard.
No?
Most of the townsfolk think it's the work of a corpse thief. The truth is less pleasant. It was the grave of Vigar, my own ancestor, dead for centuries now. He is also a vampire. My family is entrusted with keeping him buried. But recently, someone stole the ward stone, and Vigar escaped.
Oh. And...
No, it's too late for the ward stone. Vigar must be destroyed. If this gets out, my family will suffer great shame.
Alright.
Good. He will have fled to gather others of his kind.
Is there anything else?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. On your way, then. Mind what you say. The Empire has ears all over this town.
Try not to judge Falkreath too harshly, visitor. The war has been hard on us. I should think so. I'm well used to taking care of a house and the folk living in it. Taking care of the entire hold is another matter entirely. It would be a big enough job without the war on and the dragons about. I just hope I can do right by the good folk who are looking to us to see to their needs. There's no house available, but I could sell you a fine piece of land where you could build your own house. You won't regret it. Here's the title to your steading. Follow the road, east from Falkreath, then north at the crossroads. Turn left just past Pine Watch.
Okay.
Comes down to trust, I expect. After Durnehviir gave up his seat to his nephew, he didn't trust anyone. Everywhere he looks, he sees assassins, spies, and plots against him. I'm the only one he confides in. So when he was made Jarl again, he didn't wait a moment to name me his steward. He said I was the only choice. Don't judge Durnehviir too harshly. He's old, but he means well.
Not very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, my friend Dexy and I are gonna have some words when we get back. No one's been here in centuries. I doubt there's any other place like it in Skyrim. It's beautiful. Well, we got the knife. Now all we need to do is track down one of those canticle trees. Hope the moths like that bark as much as Dexian said they would. Look at them. They've definitely taken a liking to you. And unless I'm seeing things, you're starting to glimmer.
I am here for you. What's next?
Whoa! I think that might have been what we were waiting for. Let's head back up there and see if we can read the scrolls. okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow.
Don't worry. Yeah. Never mind it.
After
Works.
everything we've been through, it'd damn well better work. What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it?
Yes.
Then it's almost over. We can finally put an end to this ridiculous prophecy. Where is this Darkfall cave? Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down.
Okay.
Not much. If you read any history, it shows up from time to time, but it's a hard thing to track. As far as I know, though, it's never been held by a vampire. That would be a new one. Ariel is one of the elven gods. He's with the rest of them in Aetherius. The way I've heard it, the sun represents the connection from our world to theirs. Supposedly, the bow draws its energy from the sun itself, which is why it shows up in that prophecy.
Asshole! Mother